my few more minutes this morning, I want to talk about it from two standpoints. All right. Come to me, all who are labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Okay, so on a base level, okay, what's taking place here is Jesus is giving an invitation to those of you who get it, those of you who understand. Verse 27, those who you get it, who the Son has chosen to reveal it to you, those of you who get it, this is an incredible invitation to come to Jesus. To come to Jesus and experience his peace and know his forgiveness and know his blessings. We know who he is. We know who he is. We know the blessings he gives to us. We know how he deals with us. We know the comfort and the grace and the gentle and lowly in heart and rest is he's easy and gives us rest and the peace and all those things he gives to us. He's saying, talking to those people who get that and saying, come to me. I'm your refuge. When you're faced with your sins, when you're faced with, am I forgiven? When I'm faced with, am I baptized? Am I faced with, am I a child of God? When I'm faced with all these things, Jesus says, come to me. Because I'm the source of all those things. You know this. I'm the source of all those things. So on one level, he's talking on this faith issue. But I think there's an application of this passage today to what's taking place today. It doesn't take a genius to figure out we're living in a time none of us have known. Maybe Jim Haley is sitting in the pew here in front of me. Maybe Jim Haley's his parents, okay, are old enough to remember Pearl Harbor. Okay, maybe they have some experience. The rest of us don't. Okay, on what's taking place in our world today. And I could share with you some of the pastors I've talked to. We're kind of all in the same boat. We're already tired of this, okay? And we're looking at many more weeks, who knows more weeks that's taking place, of the uncertainty, of what's happening, going in, and simply the question, how do we deal with this, right? Well, I've not been confined to home. I've basically been homebound. I share with some of you, I work at my house. I get out during the day when I walk in the neighborhood because there's nobody around, so I can walk in the neighborhood and be safe in the neighborhood. Yesterday I got out and Friday I mowed the lawn, and I drive here. And that's really my life, right? And like many of you, it's beginning to drive you crazy. I was reading the other day, you're going to start counting people as they go into Walmart. And we're saying, how do we deal with this? And how do we go on? Where's the comfort? Where's the rest? Where's the peace? Where's our strength to be able to deal with this? Right? But listen to his words again. Right? Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden. Okay, now if you're not heavy laden today, please send me a message and tell me how you're doing this. Okay? Come to me, all who are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Who says I, Jesus, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. You will find rest for your souls, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. In this time that the world is going crazy and we're stressed in every possible way, notice what he says. Jesus is gentle. Jesus is a gentle one right now. Gentle for our souls and gentle for our hearts and gentle for us in saying, I'm with you, I got this. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. My burden is light. So Jesus says to us in this time that we're experiencing, he says, come to me. This is one of those passages that we can grab onto and we can hang on to during this time. Where do we have, where's our refuge? Where's our strength? Where's the ability to keep going on? in the midst of all this uncertainty, in the midst of the things that are taking place. It's Jesus. We're going to talk about this here in a couple of minutes in the worship service this morning. I can tell you right now. We're going to talk about this next week, in our sermon next week. We're going to talk about this a lot, because this is what God gives to us. God speaks to us. God's not speaking. Yes, God in his word speaks to his people, and this passage is speaking to the people Jesus was listening to right then. But the beauty of his word is it's timeless. And his message is timeless, and Jesus is speaking to us right here and now. And wanting us, as we're dealing with this, is to dive into his word. I'm watching my clock. I got about 2 more minutes left. It hopefully drives us back to his word. And his word that's gentle and lowly in heart.